What up? Back with another video. And today we're going to be taking a look at some of the stocks that I'm looking at this week. First, let's take a look at the NQ. We're setting up in this little channel, and with this, we've gained some momentum. With this momentum, we're now above the 50-day moving average, and we're kind of sitting at this little resistance. But tomorrow we'll see if this momentum can continue and we can break above this. With a break above this trend line, I do think that we will re-see these highs here and then break that. We could probably see all-time highs within the next week or two. Nah, maybe like 2-3 weeks. But yeah, let's take a look at the ES. Same kind of thing, little downtrend pattern. Sorry, I didn't clear my drawings. Um, but yeah, we're at this resistance, and we could also break through that and look for a nice little upside move. But now let's get into some of the stocks I'm watching. First, look at CLSK, Clean Spark. I entered in around here, and then obviously we dropped a lot, but then I added some shares back down here. So I have a decent size in this stock. I'm not in any contracts, any options, but I do think that this could run. As you see, after bouncing off this trend line a few times, we like to make runs, and this stock is super volatile, so we can make big moves down, and then what I'm looking for is big moves up. So what I see here on this chart is, if we take a look at the 3 year, we're in this little symmetrical triangle-ish pattern, a little pennant kinda. We've tested this support 1, 2, 3, 4, or let me zoom in so you can see a little better. So the one back here, 2, 3, kind of 4, 5, and now 6 times. So this is a really strong support, and now I'm looking for a continuation and a break above this high here. And with the break above that, this stock could go flying. The next stop would be this 1335 level, which is a 16% gain. But honestly, what I'm targeting is all the way, because I'm holding shares, so there's no theta decay, obviously. But I think we can make a nice 45% run up. And then honestly, once we get to this point, if we break out, we could run. This stock could run. It's a nice little sneaky stock that not a lot of people are watching or know of. But yeah, I like Clean Spark a lot with shares for shares. Next stock, Hims. Covered this in the last video. Same kind of thing. I entered in over here. We dropped a lot, added down here at the support, and there's just so much right with this stock. Um, we tested this little support right here, this trend line right here, and so we have that, and then we have this retesting of these old highs back here. So a nice little break and retest, and now, as of today, we just broke out of this channel with this beautiful hammer candle. So with a break of this little $28 level, we'll make some nice moves up first. So this is the first price target right here. You almost hit that basically. Next price target is here, following that here, and then here. But also, oh, sorry, my back's itchy. Also, after we break this, I do think we can make possibly a big run up. But yeah, that is Hims. Definitely load up, because if you buy some shares and you hold it until we reach all-time high, or I don't know if it's all-time highs, but yeah, if you hold your shares, we will reach all-time highs soon, and that's about a 25% move um, from where we're sitting right now. But this right here, this level, this 28, 29-ish level, is a big level for this stock. But we made a nice 6% gain today here. Not going to cover that yet. All right, I've tried to give you guys a little bit of less a little less stocks than I usually do, a little bit of less picks. But what I'm looking at here is Texas Roadhouse. I do like this stock. We're at a break and retest. I see a break and retest here. This old resistance back here. As you can see, we used it multiple times. I'll zoom in a little bit for you. We bounced off of this 174.50-ish level here. We'll call it 175. Did it again here. Touched 175, went lower. 175 went lower. 175 went lower. 175 lower. Basically, we couldn't break above that 175 level. And then we did. We retested it. Made a big move up. Broke down from this pattern. We broke below. Made a big move down. Significant move. And now we are currently retesting this big 175, or we retested it level. Honestly, these last 2 days didn't really go how I thought they would. I thought there would be more momentum to the upside after this candle. So I could be watching this to go lower, or honestly, maybe I enter a small position here just in case, so we don't miss the move to the upside, and then I could average down. I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to play this, but also what makes this thesis stronger. We're at the 200-day moving average, and like look how perfectly we bounced off of that. And if you look on the RSI, we have a convergence, I think it's called RSI. I don't remember. But basically, we're making lower lows on the chart, and then on the RSI, we're making higher lows. So that's an indicator of the upside. There's more relative strength in the stock. That's what RSI is, relative strength indicator. So we have that, the RSI convergence or something. I don't remember what it's called. And then we have the 200-day moving average, break and retest. And yeah, that's pretty much what I like here. So I do think this will make a decent move to the upside. Next stock, Norwegian Cruise Lines. We did break out today, or a few days ago, but we have this ugly candle today. Rejected off the 50-day moving average, and it doesn't look great. Let's take a look on a lower time frame, see if we've moved back up. After hours, we were up a little bit, up to 26.10, but not much there. But I just have to see tomorrow. I'm in contracts. I'm in calls in Norwegian Cruise Lines, but I'll have to see how it plays out tomorrow because this could. I do think it. There's still. I think it'll go up. We're not at any major resistance at this level. All we have acting as resistance is the 50-day moving average. But I don't know. We could see. I think we could see a nice little, maybe like a doji candle right here or something, and then in 2 days, bigger move up, and then test these highs up here. But also we have this little channel kinda that we could probably break above this level within the next few weeks and test 30 even. But that's obviously hypothetical. That could happen. I'm not saying it will. Um, and then we bounced off this break and retest pretty good. We had this resistance here, broke through it, came down, retested it, and now bounced off and are looking to continue higher. I think there's still money to be made on Norwegian Cruise Lines, but yeah. So the four trades that you should watch this week. I mean, shares of Clean Spark, shares of him. Although I might enter in calls after we break this level. In calls of this of Norwegian Cruise Lines, and then I haven't entered in this yet in Texas Roadhouse, but I am watching this very closely. So those are the trades that I'm watching for this week and maybe possibly 2 weeks or a little longer. And then long-term investments, the money you make from these trades, put them in these two stocks, UPS and Nike. These two stocks on a higher time frame are just perfect. You won't find I don't know. I have a huge watch list. If you want to see that really quick, of if you see I'm scrolling on the left, so many different stocks, and after scanning all these stocks myself, these um, Nike and UPS are like they're looking the best for longer term trades. So I would go in with shares, obviously. But right here, what we have, we're retesting these old highs. UPS is also setting up in this little um, triangle pattern. So like, there's lots to like on this chart. I do think we are going to break out, and then within the next year, possibly maybe year and a half, make about 84% return, which obviously is way better than any fund or putting your money in the S&P 500 will get you. And those on average make 10%, although it's been more recently. Um, that's what you'll get there. And I do think this will happen within the next year, maybe two even, but even then, 85% in 2 years on your investments, not trades. You just let it sit there and it makes you almost double your money. Like, why wouldn't you do that if you're not trading with that money? And same thing with Nike, also retesting these old highs, or these, yeah, old highs, those resistance at each of these arrows, broke through, pulled back, retested, big run up, pulled back in 2020, I think. Yeah, 2020. And then retested this level and the 50-day moving average, ran up 160%. And then now we're pulling all the way back, and we are pulling back to this level, and we're setting up in this very clean triangle pattern. So I do think this little rectangle signifies the support or demand, or supply, whatever it is, demand, I think. So I think we will pull back a little longer, for a little more, until we test this trend line, and then that's like the sniper entry, perfect entry um for your investments. So yeah, that's pretty much it. You will make, if my thesis is correct, within the next 2 to 3 years, you'll make about 150% on this trade. So even more upside than UPS. But don't always put your eggs in one. Don't put all your eggs in one basket, is the saying. So you got to diversify your portfolio a little bit. So just because Nike, there's more upside, um, you should split up your investments into um, different stocks, of course. But these are both equally good setups, and I'm equally confident that both will end up in big moves like they have in the past. So yeah, that's it for the video. I'm back at college now in the dorm room, but I'll keep making videos until homework gets bad and stuff. But yeah, Trader Gliz out.